All right, Kamala's tried to cover up her far-left progressive agenda from the voters, but AOC just blew the lid right off that.
I believe in all, a wide swath of our progressive agenda. I understand that a lot of people may say Kamala Harris may or may not believe in these things. First of all, I think she believes in them like much more on a personal level than oftentimes what campaign rhetoric 14 days out from an election would have someone believe.
I love how she has the Green New Deal posters behind her. Joining me now, Kevin McCarthy. That's a wall art, former Speaker of the House. Mr. Speaker, great to see you tonight. So she's telling us what, look, all of us knew, because that's who she was in the 2020 primary, where she got smoked. But she's a leftist trying to masquerade as some type of uniter of the country 4 years after all the damage. Is this going to work?
I don't think it works. And I thought AOC, she must have took down the hammer and sickle poster that was behind her before. Look, Kamala, when she was a senator, she voted to the left of AOC, to the left of Bernie Sanders. She comes from San Francisco. She only speaks the way she does right now because she's on teleprompter. So not only does she have the leftist views, it's how she feels about you, me, and all your viewers. They think we're garbage. They think if you're a woman, you're not intelligent if you support a conservative philosophy. This is how they truly feel about us. And you're right. What she's doing now from the start of her campaign, remember, it was all about joy. Now it's so angry. She can't tell us, after spending more than $1 billion in this campaign, being less than a week away from the voters going to the polls, can you tell me 3 things she is willing to do if she gets elected? All I know is create inflation with homes and provide $25,000 and create new inflation if everybody's house goes up even higher.
Well, it seems to me that they have just given up on the idea of trying to convince Americans that their life is going to get much better. I mean, you really don't hear that. Like, Trump's like, we're going to have a new golden age of manufacturing, and those jobs numbers that are going to come out are not going to be good news for this administration either. But we're going to have manufacturing back. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to have the best technology here. Like, this is like, the road's going to be paved with gold because our economy is going to be humming. You don't hear any of that from them at all.
No, you don't even hear it from, but also look at who's around Donald Trump. Elon Musk, who's doing amazing things going to space, things that no country has been able to accomplish, or provide you internet when you have a hurricane, that she's been in charge and she spent billions of dollars and hasn't provided one person with internet. There's 2 reasons why she's doing this. It's a scare tactic because she has no policies, but when you look at the early vote, their numbers are even lower with women compared to where Biden was at this time. So she's trying to scare her base to motivate them to come out, because she does not motivate them. She does not excite them about what the country will be like. It's not aspirational to where the world should be 4 years from now. She just dreary, and then she attacks her opponents and those who actually support her opponents. That's not American. That's not what we look for in a presidential election.
Now, Mr. Speaker, I'll be remiss in not asking about the reaction to the Dodgers' big World Series win, an impressive performance by the Dodgers, but then the rioting in L.A. I mean, the scenes out of L.A. last night were just beyond disturbing. Like Antifa was celebrating. People lighting things on fire, burning things, a bizarre naked man painted in blue at one point. I mean, what is that? There he is.
Look, I'll tell you, that has no association with the Dodgers team or the ownership or anything like that. Unbelievable. Ohtani, Freeman, what he was able to accomplish to come back. Unbelievable World Series. What that really reflects is the liberal policies of the DA in L.A. who will not prosecute anybody
Garcetti.
And let people run rampant like this.
Who are we talking about? Gascon, Garcetti? I forget all their names. They all become one person to me.
Yeah, Gascon down there. You can Garcetti's the old one. But Gascon is an individual who is a socialist who came from San Francisco, the home of Kamala, and she was the DA up there. You do not want that across this nation. then we have a real chance not only to change the DA in LA, but get a president that believes in secure borders, who believes in safety around our streets where your kids can go to school, and believes in an economy that would actually be stronger for you and work for you.
Yeah, Gascon, how can I forget? I'm trying to put it out of my mind. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.